I am so tired of characters hiding information, crucial information from other characters for the sake of pushing the plot forward. And then just when everything's gotten as bad as it could be, suddenly that character wants to become an encyclopedia. Hello everyone, my name is Max Aaron James. This is the review of the movie The Woman in the Yard, written by Sam Stefanik and directed by Jamie Colette Serra. This movie is about a mother whom, after a tragic car accident, has left her with a broken leg and her husband dead, and she is dealing with that grief and being in this deep state of melancholy. She's unable to function regularly in her day-to-day operations, day-to-day work, errands, chores, maybe even her job. And because of that, her two children are needing to rely on themselves and each other to just get by, getting food, cleaning up, washing themselves. And I think dealing with school, I'm not sure if this is during the school year or they're off, but they're having to rely on each other while their mother is grieving and dealing with this and not really giving them the attention that maybe you would expect a parent to give. One day, a woman in a black veil shows up sitting in a chair in their yard, and supernatural, terrifying, haunting things start to happen, and the mother is having to do what she can to protect her children. Now, I really love the concept of this movie. I like the theme, and I really appreciate how everything came together at the end. Although I feel too much was hidden throughout the film, I spent a good amount of the movie questioning what is going on and wondering why things are happening, to the point where I knew that there's going to be this elaborate explanation at the very end. And so I was just waiting for that at a certain point, and not really fully invested into what was happening at the moment. And when we did get to the end and everything was explained, I appreciated it more, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. And I really liked that exploration of what is explored. But I ended up with a bit more questions because there are some things that were happening just for the sake of being interesting, haunting, or just adding elements to the story that did not need to be there, were a bit unnecessary. There were some attempts to make parallels between the woman in the veil and the mother, which, when everything's explained, you see why, but it felt a bit forced, or I wouldn't say forced, just not necessary and too heavy-handed at some points. I really liked the way the movie looked. I liked the performances. I liked the cinematography. And I'm trying to give some bail to the writer and director, but potential can only get you so far, and the story was relying very much on potential. Danielle Deadwyler, as always, gives a fantastic performance. And back to the cinematography, again, it was beautifully shot, and you can tell that there was a lower budget than many other films, but they worked with that budget so well, and it made me feel like this family was isolated from the rest of the world on this plot of land in this house, and that help was not close by, and they really had to go far to get away. I always appreciate a 90-minute film, and I would like to return to this movie just to see if there's anything else I can hang on to and really appreciate. But at the moment, there's nothing that really stands out to me about this film, or anything that would make me recommend it to someone as far as them committing 90 plus minutes to a movie. I just really liked how it came together at the end, regarding talking about grief and depression. However, this movie does feel like it's meant for the movie theater and something worth watching in the movie theater if you are interested in watching this movie. Until next time, y'all take care of each other, check up on one another, make sure you check up on yourself, and remember, potential has no limits.